The wrong number on the scale used to send me into this downward spiral that would last for days, hours, for weeks even. If you can relate to that, give this video a thumbs up and stick around, because today we're talking about ways to track and measure weight loss progress without using the scale. Welcome back to my channel, friends. I am so happy that you're here today. When I say weight loss, what do you think about first? Most people tend to think of weight loss being directly correlated with the number on the scale. And when I think of the scale, this wave of dread and anxiety and sadness and discontent just comes over my body. It makes my body actually tense up. I just start to become consumed with thoughts of not feeling good enough, just being anxious. Will I be happy with myself? Will I be disappointed in myself? Will I get to reward myself? Will I need to punish myself? All based on the number on that scale. So many times in my life, I have let that number on the scale dictate my life. I've let it define who I am as a person. I have let it be an end-all be-all. It has been a point of content for the longest that I can remember. Ever since I was a kid, that number on the scale has dictated my life, and I am not taking that anymore. Now I see the scale from a completely different perspective. Everyone has a different view of the scale on this wide spectrum. Some people are so completely obsessive about the scale, like I used to be, and I would weigh myself multiple times a day. I would reward myself in unhealthy ways if I liked the number, and I would punish myself in unhealthy ways if I didn't like the number. And at the other end of the spectrum, there are people who are anti-dieting, anti-losing weight, anti-scale, and I used to weigh myself multiple times a day, every single day of the week, and now I have a completely different perspective when it comes to the scale. Yes, I am still weighing myself on the scale because I just see it like any instrument in my science lab. It's just a tool to measure something, right? So it's measuring my weight. I can look at it. Is it going down? Yes, then that tells me what I'm doing is working. And if it goes up, then I can reflect. Did I have a weekend away from home where I was eating out that weekend? Was there a special occasion where I was drinking or eating foods that I normally wouldn't have eaten? Did I treat myself? Which all that stuff is a-okay. That number on the scale isn't going to keep me from enjoying my life, but it is going to keep me in check so that I can enjoy my life. I used to approach the scale as a duty or an obligation with some expectations, and I'm no longer doing that. It's really important to remember that if you are someone who is choosing to use the scale as one of the many indicators of success with weight loss, that it is just a number on the scale and it fluctuates. It goes up and it goes down. It depends what kind of food you're eating, when you ate, how much you ate, what are you drinking, how much did you drink, when were you drinking, have you gone to the bathroom recently, and also what clothes are you wearing when you step on the scale. So there's so many factors that go into that number that it should just loosely be looked at. Let's get into some of the ways that you can measure and track your weight loss without that scale. The first way you can track and measure your weight loss progress without the scale is by taking your measurements. Personally, I like to use MyFitnessPal. It has all the different things I need to measure: my neck, my chest, my waist, my hips, my upper thigh, lower thigh, knee, calf, ankle, shoe size, bicep, elbow, and wrist. I think that's pretty much everything. And I think there's also a notation area where you could put your clothing size. That's a whole lot of data. Along with taking your measurements, it's also a really good idea to take progress pictures. This will allow you to see what you look like at different intervals throughout your weight loss journey. Personally, I like to wear something other than black because black clothing is very slimming. And if you wear something other than black, it might be easier to see the rolls and see the rolls disappear, which is my hope, right? That's why we're here. Something else you can do to measure and track your weight loss progress is to have a goal outfit. This can be any piece of clothing that doesn't currently fit you that you hope to get into someday. It could be one of your favorite outfits that you wore when you were a smaller size and can't wait to get back into. It could be a new outfit. It could be something for a special occasion. For me, one of my goal outfits is my wedding gown. Something else you can do is time yourself doing an activity. Maybe you're going for a walk and you take the same path every day, so you could time yourself and see how you get faster during your walk. Another thing you can do that goes along with timing yourself is count something. Count the number of steps you take every day by using a fitness tracker. Count how many sit-ups you can do in a 1 minute. Count your favorite activity. If you have a fitness tracker, something else you can do is look at your resting heartbeat. Now, your resting heartbeat can change, especially ladies with your cycle. It's going to fluctuate up and down just like your weight on a scale. Another thing you can do is journal your energy level and mood. And honestly, you could just journal in general. If you're journaling that you took your vitamins and you felt great and you were active and happy with your day, and then you notice someday you felt sluggish, you weren't able to accomplish something, you can reflect back on that and make that observation. Oh, well, on the days that I'm taking my vitamins, I feel upbeat and I have energy and I'm getting things done. And that will be more encouraging and motivating for you to continue to take your vitamins. The last way that you can track and monitor your weight loss is by checking your body fat composition. Now, there are so many ways to do this, and you could get super fancy and go to a doctor who has all kinds of machinery. And there's just so many different ways, but I know going to my gym, we used to use this little machine here. So there's that. And then I don't know what it's called, so I'm just going to show you the picture and point to it. And then there's also this little thing where it pinches your fat rolls, and I think a doctor would need to help you with that. Totally honest with you, I kind of just realized that it really contradicts this whole video, because the thing that I have to measure my body fat composition is a scale. Well, I'm saying I'm not saying that you shouldn't use a scale. I'm just giving you some alternatives. And some scales have that built into them. So if you don't want to buy this or this, and you don't have access to all those fancy machines doctors have, then a scale that measures body fat composition might be an alternative for you. Oh, I just thought of another way. So I like to do yoga. I find it very relaxing. One thing that you can do if you are getting into yoga is take your progress pictures doing yoga. So you'll be able to see how far you can bend. I know I keep telling myself I need to take a picture of myself bending over, touching my toes, and use that as a progress pic as I'm practicing yoga more and more. That's all I have for you guys today. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite way to measure and track your weight loss is without using the scale. Hit that subscribe button and share it with your friends. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.